What's up, guys? I am here for Purple Hearts on Netflix. I'm so here for this movie. It was so beautiful. Listen, this is our generation's Dear John, if you guys don't know it, but it's way more better. And we have Cassie. She is from Descendants on the Disney series. I'm pretty sure she does way more. An inspiring songwriter, singer, and everything. She takes an odd job. She's doing piano lessons. She's working at a bar, and basically just to pay her rent, not to just throw in her medical fees. Okay, now we're getting into political territory around here. So anyways, y'all know how I feel about that stuff. I don't go too deep in it. But anyways, she has diabetes. Her insulin is costing way more. Her insurance has cut her off. So she comes up with this brilliant idea to get her best friend, Frankie, who is played by Chosen and everything. So we see that they get connected together through him. And who is they? Luke. Luke is a recovering addict. Okay. I forgot to mention that Luke is the character that was Timmy in The Craft Legacy. Then we at the beginning of the movie we get a little glimpse into that, but not too much detail. So basically they meet like this. She can't pay her bills, her medical bill. She's in medical debt and everything, and she goes to Chosen. Frankie. Frankie is out on his way for deployment. She comes out with the brilliant idea to have him marry her. Okay, so it doesn't work out like that because we find out that he is back with his old girlfriend and a possibly fiance. So of course, Luke is in the background. He's a third generation military person that runs in their family. He basically calls her out for saying, like, why would you go against the government? She gives him a man. She chews him out because her mom been on it. She feels like her mom, even though she came in as a legal immigrant, she has been more basically more for the government than the government has been for them. So of course he goes out how his tour is going to make a difference, and she's just a feminist who doesn't do what she needs to do to get into the words that she's speaking. Like, it just really spoke up to what's going on right now. So it's crazy that this is a young generation saying this. So anyways, basically his dad has put him out. We find out later in the movie, but we're going to stick to act one. We find out that his dad is not talking to him. It's been like 8 months. We find this out because he goes to his dad to tell him, to his brother to tell him about Jonah, which is an old friend of his or whatever. Basically he owes him 15 grand, and his brother lets him know, like, look, I ain't got it, but if he come fucking with my family, it's gonna be on and popping. So anyways, so of course that makes him get the idea to go ahead to Cassie and say, look, let's go in. I got debt, you got debt, let's get it. He don't tell her the detail of his debt though. So they end up getting married. They have to send emails, voicemails, FaceTime, everything to get to know each other, and they start vibing on each other, just through the emails and stuff. So anyways, like I said, she's an up and coming singer. Her song that was low-key inspired, or he was her muse to, goes viral. So of course that gets her name out there and everything. She's on the up and up. Guess what happens? Y'all know what's happening. He ends up going and get hurt. So anyways, let's go into act two. Okay, Act Two. Now listen up. Everything's going on well. Frankie even let them use the ring that he was going to use on his future wife slash fiance because his mom told him he was too young to get married. Okay, he's only 20. Okay, so anyways, they're seeing emails, FaceTiming. Even his friends in the background are loving everything. Okay, everything is up and up. Cassie is doing great with her music and everything. She's going viral from a song that they jokingly laugh about being the muse about, and suddenly tragic hits. Okay, this is the real deal. This when you know somebody is really down for you. Okay, so what ends up happening? He gets hit by IUD or IED. Excuse me if I'm getting it wrong. No, So anyways, he ends up getting hurt. She doesn't know what to do. She's freaking out and everything, right? So of course she calls the number that he gave her, which is Jacob, but she doesn't know that that's Jacob Senior. And Junior has the same name, so he freaks out, of course. So, of course, they have to be on the other family. The dad comes around. They're getting closer and everything. This is the most intimate that they have. They break down their walls. She, of course, doesn't need a man to take care of her. She's one of those women. She's a feminist. I don't like using the word, so, But she's very strong-willed, okay? And, of course, he doesn't like his guard down because of what he's been through, his mom, his past, and everything. But she doesn't know that. So, of course, lies get bluer. So, let's just go into Act 3. So what ends up happening, of course things can be too perfect, right? So Cassie's home gets broken. Well, mostly her mother's home gets broken and everything. Of course, Jonah, he's getting better. He's trying to come there, console them and everything. Of course, he knows what's going on or whatever. He tells them he's going to pay for the damages and everything. Of course, she's scared and everything. So they get closer and everything through the family-wise, ultimately, right? So he ends up going to confront Jonah and basically kicks his butt, everything, gives the last payment to him to leave his family alone, blah, blah, blah. Of course, Jonah's not going to take this lightly, so he goes to her mother's house, basically tells him who he is and everything. He goes home. He doesn't know that Jonah has did this, and that's when Cassie learns that her husband as a recovering addict. Okay, the truth is out there. Of course, she breaks up. She has to go. She has to go. He lied to her and everything. She's been so much upfront with him and everything. So of course, even though his past out, she doesn't want to hear it. Of course, but you want to hear it. So anyways, they have to take a break, and let's just go into the rest of Act 3. And of course, Jonathan wants to take a dig even further. He has turned in Luke's name and everything about their falsified marriage. So what ends up happening, she gets called in. She gets a call from the dad. He's very disappointed in her because he believed that his son has turned a new leaf because of her. But that saddens her heart, of course. So they both go in, and the judge basically says, listen, the civilian law is different. They will handle Miss Cassie Silvara and Luke. Listen, you might be court martial and everything. So Luke changes his life around, everything. He basically tells the judge that she did not know anything about it, and he takes full blame. Of course, he gets all the blood of it. He basically just kept her name intact and everything for her to survive the crime. Not to sound so cliche, but he actually opened up her voice, because at the beginning of the movie, throughout the movie, we've seen her doing covers and everything, and finally she did a song that was all the way inspired by their love. And he does it 6 months, and they come back and remarry each other. It's beautiful. I even love the speech that she gave him about sickness and health. It was just beautiful. It was just a beautiful ending of a great movie. I love the soundtrack. Y'all should go check out this movie. I done watched it 3 different times. My review probably didn't even do it justice, but I suggest that you go see it. Everybody that doesn't see it, they do not love romance. Okay. So anyways, tell me what you guys think, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.